Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you're fine. Today in this video, we are going to learn Django. So as you can see over here, Django is a Python based web framework which is basically used for developing websites. Now you might ask that in school we have learned that websites are made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Well, that's true, but for handling the server side of the website, for example, the database and security, etc., for that you need a framework. And in this case, we are going to learn Django. Another popular Python based framework is Flask. Anyways, let's get back into the video. So, if you want to know how websites work, then I have a video called How Websites Work, whose link I will put in the description. So, please be sure to check it out. And let's continue. So, Django follows MVT pattern. What is MVT? You can see M stands for model, V stands for view, T for template. So model view template pattern. And model means the database in which the data is getting stored. The view means the actual website in which you are basically displaying the data. And the template means, okay, I messed up a bit. View means the logic which you will write for handling the data that you're getting from the models. And the template means basically template is for the HTML and CSS code which you will write for displaying the data on your web pages. Perfect. So let's get to the PyCharm where we will create a Django project and start making a basic website. Okay, so perfect. As you can see, I'm inside my PyCharm and I have created a pretty much empty website. I mean empty project. Don't worry, it will get filled up with so many files soon. For that, we need to go to the terminal. So this is the terminal, and in this terminal, we are going to firstly install Django. So how to install Django? Pip install Django. Django, and I will press enter. You can see clearly Django is getting installed for me. I will wait for some seconds. Perfect. So Django is installed. As you can see, successfully installed some packages and Django is over here. Perfect. I can minimize the terminal window. And now, okay, I will again open the terminal window. Type CLS, which will clear the screen. Let me make it a bit. Let me zoom in a bit. Perfect. So now the next thing I will do is that when we install Django, we are getting something called Django dash admin. So when we are installing Django, we are getting another thing which is Django dash admin, and I will show you Django dash admin. If I try to get the version, it will show me some number. Perfect. So Django admin will be helpful when starting our Django project. So for that, I will say Django dash admin start project. So it will start a project or create a folder inside my website, and the project name will be, I think I can name it my underscore website. Let's see. And I will press enter. So basically what this does is that it will create folder in which it will put some basic Python files in which the Django code will be written. I will tell you what about that later. So I will click enter, and if I go to my website, inside it I am getting a new folder which is called my website with this name I write. And if I open this folder, you can see there is another folder which is called my website, and here I have a manage.py file. So this is very important file, and be sure do not change the code written in this. This manage.py will help us run the server and do a tons of other things. So inside my website, we will have more Python files. You can see underscore int.py, asgi.py, settings.py, etc. Out of these, we are going to use settings.py and urls.py a bit. So you can see that currently I am inside this folder, but I need to get to this folder. So this folder is inside this folder, so that's why I will say cd. This means change directory, my website. It will go inside the my website folder. Perfect. So it's now over here, and let me say that our website is already ready. Our basic template website is already ready, and for that I will use this manage.py file I talked about. So that's why I will say python manage.py run server, and I will press enter. You can see I'm getting a link over here. This is my local link. I will click on it. It will open Chrome browser for me, which is my default browser, and you can see the install works successfully. Congratulations. Of course, we want to change this information. We want to put our customized information in this page. So for that, let's proceed. Before proceeding, please click on the like button and click on the subscribe button for more such awesome videos. Let's continue. So in this my website folder, I have a my website folder with the same name, and this folder is what we call project because it is helpful in managing all the different parts of website. And now I will create an app which is different from project. But how? Project is for managing the different parts of website, whereas app is for writing code for different parts of website. So for example, let's say I have a Amazon website, and in this Amazon website I have two parts. First part is the e-commerce part in which I will buy items, and second part is the chatting app. I mean chatting part, which is for chatting with the users. So for that I will create two apps. First one will be marketing app, and second one will be chatting app, and that app will be inside my this folder. So in this way I can distribute the interests of my website between different apps, and I can link those apps with this project. So I will show you how. In this case we are going to use only one app because our website is going to be very basic. And now what I will do is that this is my project, so I will go over here, and no, I'm not going to do like this. Instead I will say python manage.py. I'm again using this manage.py file, and I will use it to create to start app, and let's give it the name since I'm going to use only one app. And let's see if it is written or not. You can see there is another main directory, and here I have some Python files. You can see views.py, test.py, models.py, etc. Perfect. I can CLS in the screen once again. And now you know that, and when I'm talking about Django, I talked about MVT pattern in which V stands for view, and this views.py is the same file in which we are going to write our all logic for handling which information goes to the templates and which information does not. Basically, I will handle the templates from here. And now I will create a file called urls.py inside my app, urls.py. Perfect. Now, if you saw, this project is also containing a file called urls.py. So I will open that, and you can see these things. Now this is where I am going to send my users to different web pages, and you can see one path is already there, which is admin. And let me show you. If I go to over here and say /admin, okay, so I have to run the server for that. Just wait a minute. I will say python main.py run server, and now I will refresh. Okay, now I will say /admin. This admin actually exists, but to access it we need to create a super user, and I am not getting into that stuff. Just leave it. and let's continue. So over here, I will declare another path, and that will be just empty. And I will import another thing from this. From Django.urls, I'm going to import include. And here you can see in this line, firstly inside path I am saying the क्या कहते हैं, URL, and then I'm saying where to go. So this is admin.isite.urls, but here I will go to include, and I will include, actually this is my project urls.py file, and I need to import the urls.py file from my app so that I can include it. For that I'm going to say from main import, okay, from main.urls I will say. Actually I checked and this is now how this works, so I will delete it, and here I will say inside this string I will say the name of my app dot urls so that it will go there. So whenever, let me show you. So in this URL bar, whenever we are going to type something like slash, and let's say we leave this empty, so it means that it will go over here and to this mains.url file, and from here mains.urls.py file we are going to send it towards my view, and I will show you how to do that. Don't worry if you don't understand anything. And as I'm saying now, let's say I declare another same urls.py, I mean path file, and let's say I will write over here main slash. This means that whenever I will say main, only then it is going to send to this location, otherwise no. So I will go to again over here, and now I will show you what to do. Inside it I will create, I'm going to copy this much, Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V, and now I'm going to create URLs patterns. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to copy this line and paste it over here, and I will close the bracket. Inside this I will do the same logic I did over here. So what to do? Now we will again declare a path and again leave it empty. So now I will say, firstly I will import from views, from dot views. This means from this file import, let's say index page. Actually we haven't created anything named index page in this, but we are going to do that very soon. And you see, whenever it is going to, let's say it is over here, I will delete this line. Okay, I will not delete this line. Let's say it is here, and now it says that after my base URL I haven't typed anything, so it is empty, and then it will go over here to this, and now it is again empty, so then it will go to the this views.py file, and I will say views.index page, or main.views.index page. Just wait a minute, why isn't it working? Actually I have no need of putting anything like this. I'm just going to put index page like this, and now I'm going to declare that. So I will create a function named index page, and I will pass a request parameter which will be passed by default. So whenever it is calling from here, it will pass this request parameter by itself. Don't worry. And I will say pass. So now whenever this is empty, then it will go to this, and in this we are going to return an HTML file usually, but in this case I'm going to return an HTTP response, and I'm going to say return HTTP response. Inside it, I can type my message I want. For example, hello. I can usually type HTML code. So I will declare an header. Hello, please subscribe. Let's see if this actually works or not. And then I'm going to explain it to you. You can see this correctly worked. And now I'm very happy. You must be very happy too. Just be sure to practice, okay? And now I'm going to show how this works. So now let's say, firstly I'm deleting this line. And now if I write over here main, then it will not work, because over here I'm not writing anything like main. I'm just going to give it base URL. But the moment I write here /main, then it will show this. So let's say in Amazon website we have two things, marketing website and chat website. So then over here I can do two things. First will be market, and second will be chat. And whenever he goes to chat, the user goes to chat, then I will send it to the URLs, the chat.urls, and here I will send it to market.urls. And inside the market.urls, we are again going to say if this is empty or not. So let's say after going to market, this is just for demonstration. So let's say after going to market, I say I want a laptop. So I will say laptop. Then inside my app.urls file, if I have something like this, um, laptop slash, then it will go to the page which is assigned to over here. I will show you how. I will give you examples. Don't worry. So if I write over here base slash like this, then even typing, okay, I will correct the code over here. Perfect. Now over here, if I press enter /main, then this won't work, because firstly it's going to go over here, and then it is going to find this empty. But the moment after this main I type base, then this will work. Then our index page will be shown to us. Okay, why isn't it showing? Let me see. So I have to rerun the server. I will say Ctrl+C to break the server, and then I will say, let me zoom in if you are not able to see it. Python manage.py run server. Oh, Python manage.py run server, and now I will refresh. Perfect. So like this, I can have multiple things over here. So I will declare another just for practice. This time I will name it def about page, in which I can tell me about myself. I can tell you about myself. Request. If I don't pass this request, let's say I will remove this request from here, then this will not work. You will see the server will be again stop running. Okay. So here I will say request, and over here I will pass semicolon, and let's return another HTTP response. This time I will say my name is Rishabh Gupta. And now I have to rename my server because there was an error last time. Okay, and I will refresh it. Hello, please subscribe. But now over here, I have to specify about this about slash. So whenever user says name slash about page, then it will go to about page, and I will import that from here. Perfect. Now let's go to main slash about. It's displayed. And if you're thinking how to return proper HTML pages instead of returning these HTML strings, for that, what I can do is that I will, in my main app, I can make another folder, and I have to name it, I have to strictly name it templates. Templates. Perfect. And inside this template, I can make two files, one for my index page and one for my about page. Okay, index.html and about.html. Perfect. But now how to display these HTML pages from my view? For that, I will remove this render, and let's just move this heading tag to my index. Perfect. Now I will go to my views and I will say return render, and render will take firstly the request parameter, and then it will take the name of my page HTML file, and I will say index.html over here, and I will just repeat the process. So about.html, and let's see if this actually working or not. So if I refresh, so the reason is that inside this settings.py, let me take you over there. Inside this settings.py, I have something called installed apps. You can see over here, I have something installed apps, and in this installed apps, I haven't yet specified the name of my main app. So I will do that just now, and I will say main. That's it. Now it should work. Okay, you can see it now. It's working. And if I go to base, it is also working too. And now the thing is that I can edit these files. So I can say oh, h1 tag, and I can say please like the video. If you enjoyed watching this till this, stay tuned.